Hello. Today I want to talk about reaping a harvest. It's a classic truism to say you reap what you sow. And despite the fact that some may say that this metaphor is outdated as it refers to an agricultural context, I still think that there is a huge amount of relevance in today's culture as we think about this metaphor. You reap what you sow. And I think that there are very positive outcomes as well as negative outcomes that we need to consider. As I think about my 20 years of school teaching, I'd want to say with fair confidence that I think that this truism is absolutely true in terms of what happens within school. If a student is well disciplined and works hard and consistently, then nearly always they will come out with very good GCSE and A-level results. Similarly, with music practice, if a student practices their instrument daily and regularly and diligently, then they will very often become very competent at their instrument. And the opposite is certainly true as well. If a student does not put any effort into their academic or musical work, then they will not have a particularly good outcome. There are some other aspects to this as well, though, which I think are helpful to consider, and I'm indebted to Nicky Gumbel and the Bible in 1 Year for these ideas. The next thing is to say that you reap later than you sow. We live in a now culture. Everything needs to be delivered straight away, and we get impatient when we have to wait for something. And I think we need to remember that often things take time to develop. If one thinks about a gardening analogy of growing seeds, then you will know that you have to be patient as you cultivate your seed. And there are several repotting phases as the plant grows and matures. And I think the same thing is true for many of our goals and aspirations. We need to be patient. And then secondly, I think we need to remember that we reap more than we sow. And this can be seen both positively and negatively. On the negative front, we need to be aware that the outcomes of our own actions can be exponentially worse than the starting point if we don't take care about what we are trying to do. But similarly, on the positive side, there are huge benefits, a huge harvest to be wrought if we think of things in the right way. The parable of the sower is a wonderful example of that in the New Testament, where the harvest can be up to 100 times what is sown. I'd therefore like to encourage us all to consider the impact of our actions and to be patient as we seek to see the results of whatever it is that we're committed to, and to always remember that that end result will be significantly greater, either positively or negatively, than the place we started.